Good evening. Welcome, everybody. It is so good to see such a great crowd and turnout for this evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to our event. My name's Jamie Trauber. I'm a board member, serve as president of the board for Harbor House, and want to personally thank everyone for coming out tonight. We're really excited about the event and that everyone came. So I know for probably like a lot of you, this is the first major event like this that you've been to since the pandemic hit and shut everything down. So it's truly great to see everyone out again. At the beginning of tonight's event, we did want to take a moment to recognize the families and those who've lost their lives to the COVID-19 virus and observe a moment of silence in recognition of those families. Thank you. Also at the beginning here, Harbor House has lost some of its participants that are very important to us. We want to take a minute to recognize those individuals. Their names are Miss Amanda Smith, Charles Quinn, Bonnie Linton, and David Olin. We miss those folks and want to take a minute to be sure and remember them tonight. And while we have lost some, we also have a lot of folks here that are the heart and soul of Harbor House and the form of our participants, their family members, the staff who are so vital, and the board members. So for all you folks that are here tonight and in attendance, please take a stand up and be recognized tonight. Thank you. Without you all, the mission of Harbor House would not be accomplished. We also want to take a minute to thank our sponsors, because without your belief and your support, tonight would not have happened. Those sponsors are Nucor, Tri-Arrows Aluminum, and Kelly Construction. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support and belief. I'd also like to take a moment at the outset to recognize our donors and the current donations that we've received to date. Your love and support is greatly appreciated and valued truly. And so we want to take a minute at the beginning to recognize you. So thank you to all the current donors. We really appreciate your support over the years, particularly through the past couple of years as the pandemic has weighed on the organization. So without further delay, I'm excited to get started with tonight's program and want to introduce the voice of tonight's event, Miss Haley Wheeler, current Miss Kentucky. Since her time at Western Kentucky, Haley has worked to support individuals with disabilities and pursued her passion for the elderly. She's learned sign language, studied speech pathology in favor of helping those with disabilities, and she's also been part of a program called A Stitch of Hope, whose mission is to bring an end to Alzheimer's. She's also, as the current Miss Kentucky, she is the spokesperson for the Kentucky Proud program, and all these things combined make her the perfect candidate to lead our event tonight. So without further ado, Miss Haley Wheeler.
Great introduction, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Oh, we can do better than that, can't we? We're excited to be here, right? Good evening. There we go. I love to hear that. Well, as he said, my name is Haley Wheeler, and I'm the 2021 Miss Kentucky, and I cannot express to you all enough how excited and honored I am to be here emceeing tonight for the wonderful folks and participants at Harbor House. You guys have a great mission, and from the moment that Maria and the rest of the staff at Harbor House reached out to me for this event, I was so super excited and elated that they thought of me. So, as he mentioned, I support a social impact initiative entitled entitled A Stitch of Hope. And it's dedicated to my great-grandpa who fought a battle with Alzheimer's disease. But it seeks to not only sow neurological stitches of hope in the minds of those who struggle with Alzheimer's disease and rebuild connections in their brain, but it also seeks to sow stitches of hope and close the generational gap between the youth in Kentucky and the elderly people in Kentucky who are in nursing homes or assisted living facilities. He also mentioned that I've spent a large portion of my life dedicating it to people who have differences in abilities. I've spent a lot of time in the last 6 years learning American Sign Language and trying to perfect that, because I know a lot of our people here might have used that at some point or another in our life, and it's a very important language and skill to have. And I also have a degree in speech pathology. So I work with individuals who may be touched by Harbor House in this room who have had a speech therapist at one point or another. Part of my job, not only in speech pathology, but as Miss Kentucky, is to make everyone feel like a someone. I think that's a really important skill that's lost on a lot of people, especially my age. But we should have the ability to walk in and make everyone in the room feel like a someone, make them feel like a celebrity. You shouldn't have to have a crown or a sash to do those things. But Harbor House has the unique ability of all the individuals that work there and of all the participants to make everyone feel like a someone. And I fully support the mission of Harbor House in that way. So, through my experience in speech therapy with learning sign language and making everyone feel like a someone, I feel like it was only right that I worked to come out here tonight and make a point to support Harbor House just as you all have. I think they're a great pillar in the community, and I think every state needs a Harbor House. What do y'all think? That's what I like to hear. So, I now have the pleasure and honor of introducing Archbishop Joseph Kurtz for the invocation tonight. Archbishop.
Thank you, Haley. Thank you so much, Haley, and good evening, everyone. You're looking at a fan of Harbor House. And in a very special way, we're going to call on God's blessings. In a national group that I'm involved in, one of the main areas, it's called the National Catholic Partnership in Disability. We talk about belonging because not only people with a disability, but all of us have that deep desire to belong. And the excitement about the new ventures, the new future for Harbor House will allow us to put into action that very question of what it means to belong and, as Haley said, to be special. And so let's pause and ask God's blessings. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Good and gracious Father, we ask your blessing upon all of us. We all deeply desire to live with dignity and to treat each person whom we meet with great dignity. Bless all of us. Bless those with the precious gift of a disability that allows us to see their great dignity. Bless those who reach out, most especially family members. And bless us as together we ask your blessing upon the presence, the past, and most especially the future of Harbor House. We ask you to bless now the food and the friendship and communion that we will share as we pray God's blessings upon these gifts. And I pray through Christ our Lord. Amen. God bless you. Please.
Archbishop, thank you. As he said, inclusion is very important. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Harbor House does an excellent job of making sure that our friends with differing abilities feel super included in absolutely everything that they do. And not only that, they help them to be equipped with the tools and skills that help them to achieve a life of greatness that we are all entitled to the moment we are born on this planet. So, again, I just want to take the time to say that I'm very grateful for places like Harbor House that exist to help our friends with different abilities. So now I have the pleasure of introducing Mr. John Gage. John Gage is a singer and songwriter whose roots are in the folk, country, gospel, early rock, and blues traditions. His music touches the heart and is filled with hope, inspiration, and spiritual content that strives to connect us all to our deeper selves, to each other, and to creation. His music also serves our community to build awareness of social justice and global earth issues. John's latest recording, Circles of Our Lives, features 9 original songs, including 3 Wendell Berry poems for which John composed music. He is a former executive producer and host of the Kentucky Homefront radio show, which was broadcast live for 28 years on Louisville's public radio station, WFPK-FM. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up John Gage to talk about the Harbor House song.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Do you want me to sing the Harbor House song now? I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this after being on the radio for 28 years, this is not my first time to miss a cue. So, Haley, I'm sorry. I was a little confused there.
Yeah, just blame the MC, you know.
Yeah. a few years back, we had a sponsor that helped enable, make it possible for me to do a residency at Harbor House. And I fell in love with the staff, the clients, everybody there. It's a wonderful organization, and really impressed with our leader, the leadership of Maria. And so we spent some time, several sessions together, just singing. And then as a culmination, I worked with them, and the clients wrote this Harbor House song. And we'll sing it. We'll actually sing it this time, man. I'm still going to sing What a Wonderful World, though, so before I leave. Come visit Harbor House. It's a great place to be, 'cause everyone is friendly. They're people you're glad to see. Come visit Harbor House. That's a good thing to do, where people like family respect and look out for you. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's our home away from home. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's a place where you're never alone. We love our supervisors. They help us learn the skills so we can have a job and pay all our bills. Just like sisters and brothers, sometimes we argue and fight, but we still love one another, and we make the dark days bright. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's our home away from home. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's a place where you're never alone. Come visit Harbor House. That's a really good thing to do, where people like family respect and look out for you. Sing it with me, Harbor House. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's our home away from home. Harbor House, Harbor House, it's a place where you're never alone.
That was beautiful. That was great.
Thank you.
Now I see why you had the big long bio on the sheet, and I just had, my couple sentences. All right, so with that, we are going to get to dinner, I believe, as it says on my schedule. So you'll either have chicken or a vegetarian option. And the live music's going to start now. So I hope you all enjoy dinner and the live music that we have for you tonight with John Gage.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, or the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also in the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. See skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, or the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also in the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
No, circles? Yeah. Is that what you're going to do?
I'm just going back up to the top.
Yeah, fine.
D. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the years, circles of our seasons, within the circles of the years, the cycles of the line, within the circles of the seasons, oh, the circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon. Again we come and go, chains changing, hands join, unjoining love and fear, grief and joy, the circles turn, each giving into each, into all. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the year, the circles of the seasons, within the circles of the years, the cycles of the moon, within the circles of the seasons, circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the years, circles of the seasons, within the circles of the years, cycles of the moon, within the circles of the seasons, oh, the circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon. Only music keeps us here, each by all the others held. In the hold of hands and eyes, we turn in pairs, they're joining each to all again. Then we turn aside, alone, out of the sunlight gone, into the darker circles of return. Mr. Bruce Cromer. Within the circles of our lives, we dance the circles of the years, circles of the seasons, within the circles of the years, cycles of the moon, within the circles of the seasons, oh, the circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon. Oh, the circles of our reasons, within the cycles of the moon.
Okay.
Staring at the sun, I slept till 1:30. Jives alive, 9 to 5, my main man. Got my paper roll, slowed down, growing old. Jives alive, 9 to 5, my main man. Got a cloudy day woman to make my bed, cook for me. If I'm gone a year too long, she knows not to look for me, 'cause I'll be back when evening comes, sleeping through those crashing drums. Jives alive, 9 to 5, my main man. cloudy day, woman gonna make my bed, cook for me. If I'm gone a year too long, she knows not to look for me, 'cause I'll be back when evening comes, sleeping through those crashing drums. Job's alive, 9 to 5, my main man, Bruce. For that cloudy day, woman gonna make my bed, cook for me. If I'm gone a year too long, she knows not to look for me, 'cause I'll be back when evening comes, sleeping through those crashing drums. Jive's alive, 9 to 5, my main man. I got my paper rolled, slow down, growing old. Jive's alive, 9 to 5, my main man. Said Jive's alive, 9 to 5, my main man. No more jive from 9 to 5, my main man. Let's do, want to do Is It Gone? Our birthday's long since over, Christmas is all gone, stowed away and waiting for some lover yet unknown. Here's your life kept from others, envelopes in a bow. Will a ribbon keep them from the love you cannot show? Or is it gone? Is your life already written? Things of love and thoughts of self, lying under pages on some long forgotten shelf. Are they lying with those photos, records and the rocks you gathered in your childhood, put up in a box? Or is it gone? Is your life already written? Things of love and thoughts of self, lying under pages on some long forgotten shelf. Is your life already written? Envelopes in a bow? And will the ribbon keep them from the love you cannot show? Or is it gone, gone? Something like that. Where are you? I remember you. I remember your face. What school? Oh, yeah. That's good, Brendan. I remember you. Do what? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Brenda. Are you retired? Me too. About time.
All right, analog.
What?
Analog.
Sure.
That's the next one, bro. Let's play some of that.
Well, I broke from my. I said I'd go down this list, but I'm not doing it.
You don't have to. I mean, it's okay. I don't care.
I started thinking too much. You can flatter and kiss me, but don't Twitter and text me. I'm a low-tech kind of a guy. Not on YouTube, you won't find me in Facebook. Nick TikTok is no place to try. You can Google Wikipedia, Bing all the media, use a bazillion gigabytes of RAM. Walk around with your head in the cloud, but you'll never know who I am. I'm on the analog side of the digital divide. It's a fact I just can't hide. I don't have a profile, just got my own style. It's simple things make life worthwhile. There's no cell phone in my pocket. If you ain't tried it, don't knock it. It's a great way to spend the day. Instead of fooling around with those high-tech toys that let us talk when there's nothing to say. When your whole life goes viral, it's a downward spiral, though everyone knows your name. Spend the rest of your life in the rat race and strife, pursuing something so common as fame. I'm on the analog side of the digital divide. It's a fact I just can't hide. I don't have a profile, just got my own style. It's simple things make life worthwhile. Yes, there's the digital side, and there's the analog side. Sometimes it's tough to decide. Just don't be a fool, 'cause it's only a tool. It ain't nothing to be deified. How about sunset on the ocean? Now there's a powerful potion to keep the blues at bay. When I'm losing my mind, it helps me unwind, gives me hope for a brand new day. I'm on the analog side of the digital divide. It's a fact I just can't hide. Don't have a profile, just got my own style. It's simple things make life worthwhile. Simple things make life worthwhile. Tie-dye and indigo key of A. I got the blues in the morning, the blues in the night. I got the blues instead of you holding me tight. I'm tie-dyed in indigo, all dressed up with no place to go. These blues got a hold they won't let go. Stranded by the roadside, I got hit hard on my blind side. I'm outside, I'm cold, all alone. I'm waiting for delivery. This your blues song gonna rescue me in the rhythm, gonna carry me home. All right, Bruce. Well, I'm stranded by the roadside. I got hit hard on my blind side. I'm outside, I'm cold, all alone. I'm waiting for delivery. This here blues song gonna rescue me in the rhythm, gonna carry me home. Yes, I'm tie-dyed in indigo. I'm all dressed up, I got no place to go. These blues, oh, they got a hold they won't let go. And I'm stranded by the roadside, got hit hard on my blind side. I'm outside, cold, all alone. I got the blues in the morning, the same old blues in the night. Got the blues instead of you holding me tight. I'm tie-dyed in indigo, all dressed up, I got no place to go. These blues got a hold they won't let go. These blues got a hold and they won't let me go. Holy Road?
Huh?
We can skip on down here.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Let's do Norwegian. When do they recognize?
Okay. Yeah.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. I looked around and noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning, started to laugh. I told her I didn't, I crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone, this bird had flown. So I lit a fire, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. 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 I've just seen a face I can't forget, time or place where we just met. She's just a gal for me. I want all the world to see we met. La 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 la. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way. I'd have never been aware. As it is, I'll dream of her tonight. La 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 la. Falling, yes I'm falling. She's calling me back again. I'm falling, Lord, she's calling me back again. Falling, yes, I'm falling, oh, she's calling me back again. I've just seen her face, I can't forget the time or place. We just met, she's just the gal for me. I want all the world to see we met. La 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 la. Falling, oh I'm falling, Lord, she's calling me back again. Falling, falling, she's calling me back again.
Chop it, baby.
Hey, hey, good looking. TFC,
Okay, man.
C and G.
Here we go. That's
Knock it out.
C and G. That's it, man. No sharps and one sharp.
Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill. I know a place right over the hill. There's soda pop, the dancing is free. You wanna have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? All right. Well, I'm free and I'm ready, so we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence. Buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. Keep it till it's covered with age, writing your name on every page. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? One more time. I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill. I know a place right over the hill. There's soda pop, the dancing is free. If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? How's about cooking something up with me? Cooking on the front burner. Maybe we should do. What was one that you really wanted to do?
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute.
There's so many.
Silver Eagle? Do we have that? No, we don't have that, do we? Oh, yeah, Silver Eagle. Let's do Silver Eagle.
Yeah. Pastor said, "Honey, we got tons of songs here."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty freaking tired.
Me too. I'd rather sit for a minute or so. Actually.
So what are we gonna do?
Silver Eagle.
I ride the Silver Eagle to the last town on the line. Railroad ties are not, my friend, the only ties that bind. Watch the troubled countryside gently slip away. Silver Eagle, hold me, guide me, roll me homeward from today. Lose the track of time, let it flow back. Everything furnace into flame. Running barefoot in the cinders of the Mopac. Hopping bedtime rides with the outlaw Jesse James. But now my heart's a worn and weary vessel, hauling dreams that never seem to last. Once I slept beside a trembling trestle, woke up lost across a rusty lifeline to the past. Oh, I ride the Silver Eagle to the last town on the line. Railroad ties are not, my friend, the only ties that bind. Watch the troubled countryside gently slip away. Silver Eagle, hold me, guide me, roll me homeward from today. Ride the Silver Eagle to the last town on the line. There's nothing to remember if there's nothing to remind. From the gentle Texas sunshine to the Colorado snow, there ain't no one here to hold you, boy, when the good Lord lets you go. Please attack a time, let it flow back. Hopping bedtime rides with the outlaw Jesse James. My heart's a worn and weary vessel, hauling dreams that never seem to last. Once I slept beside a trembling trestle, woke up lost across a rusty lifeline to the past. Oh, I ride the Silver Eagle to the last town on the line. Railroad ties are not, my friend, the only ties that bind. Watch the troubled countryside gently slip away. Silver Eagle, hold me, guide me, roll me homeward from today. the Silver Eagle to the last town on the line. Nothing to remember if there's nothing to remind. From the gentle Texas sunshine to the Colorado snow, there ain't no one here to hold you, boy, when the good Lord lets you go. How about I've been thinking lately about the people I meet. Cars on the corner and the hole in the street. The way my ankles hurt, the shoes on the feet. Wondering if I'll ever see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Whistle and go fishing in heaven. Well, I was in the army, but I never dug a trench. Used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. Then I'd go to town and drink and give the girls a pinch. I don't think they ever even noticed me. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that they put on your dish. When we get through, we're gonna make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Again, again. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that they put on your dish. When we get through, we're gonna make a big wish. We never have to do this again. Again, again. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Whistle and go fishing in heaven. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Whistle and go fishing in heaven. Whistle and go fishing in heaven.
Shine it up, brother.
Have you ever passed the corner of 4th and Grand? A little ball of rhythm on the shoeshine stand. People gather round to clap their hands for a great big bundle of joy. Boogie woogie rag, Chattanooga shoeshine boy. Charges you a nickel just to shine one shoe. Makes the oldest kind of leather look like new. You feel as though you want to dance when he gets through. He's a great big bundle of joy. Oh, boogie woogie rag, Chattanooga shoeshine boy. It's a wonder that old rag don't tear the way he makes it pop. You ought to see him fan the air. His hoppity, hippity, 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 hoppity, hoppity, hoppity. Opens up the business, the clock strike 9. Like to get 'em early when they're feeling fine. Everybody gets a little rise and shine, a great big bundle of joy. Boogie woogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. It's a wonder that old rag don't tear the way he makes it pop. You ought to see him fan the air. He's hoppity, hippity, 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 hoppity, hoppity, hoppity. Opens up the business when the clock strikes 9. Like to get 'em early when they're feeling fine. Everybody gets a little rise and shine, a great big bundle of joy. Boogie woogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Boogie woogie rag, Chattanooga shoe shine boy. Nap time.
Give it a break here.
I'll try to get it right this time. Do you know, they mentioned something about singing Forever Young for Maria as a special song. You know anything about that? Okay, so you don't have anything more for me to do. I just don't want to miss my cue again. Okay, well. Always. We're going to do one more song. And this is a very special song to me for many years. But thinking about this event today and what we're trying to do here, supporting the vision of our director, Maria Smith, and we're wanting to do this song for her. It comes from my heart to her heart, and saying thanks for all the hard work to realize her vision. It's a Bob Dylan song. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth. See the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
Back on the screen. All right. Hope everybody had a really great meal. Did you all enjoy the food? All right. Good, good. I don't know why I pulled that mic down. I got mic'd up. I forgot about it. You keep something on long enough, you forget it's on. It's like this crown. I get in my car sometimes, and I hop in, and I slap it on the side of my car, and I start losing rhinestones. I just forget it's on my head after a while. Anyway, if I could have everybody's attention, help y'all get settled. So, we have a very special activity coming up, and it's important that everybody knows exactly what's going on about it, so I'm going to explain its importance and why I need everybody to be involved in it, all right? So, just as a weaver brings together small, unique pieces and creates an art piece, those of us here tonight also will be doing that. So this event, is called Weave a Tapestry of Love, Hope, and Empowerment. And that's not just a metaphor, because tonight we are literally going to be taking a collaborative effort to make a beautiful tapestry that will be housed in the Harbor House. To my left, so I guess y'all's right, unless you're turned around some sort of funky way and it's like behind you or something, there will be a tapestry over here. You can kind of see part of it's gotten started. We got some white ropes on there, but at your table, in your packet, there will be a little tiny bag, just a little baggie, and you will see a little bundle of colorful pieces of yarn. So table captains or just somebody with the envelope, go ahead and find that little baggie with these colorful pieces of yarn in it, okay? And a little bit about this yarn, it's not just some yarn that they've thrown in there. So the participants at Harbor House actually took the time out of their schedule in preparation for this event. As you can see, the little top part right here is already braided and tied off for you. The participants did that, so they can have a part in making this tapestry as well. So first, I want to acknowledge the effort of our participants here at Harbor House to keep it going around. So let's give them a hand for their work in the tapestry, right? I know one thing, as a female, they kind of expect you to be able to braid, and I've never been good at braiding, so I guess I'm a failure at that. But let me tell you, these participants did a really great job at doing that. So each person, and this is really important so we make this tapestry look as great as we can, each person, starting with the team table captain, is going to take this string, and you can either braid it or twist it or do something to it. There's beads in the bag as well as rubber bands, so you can tie a band around it or throw a bead on it as well. And we're going to make this a tapestry. We are all going to weave this tapestry together. So for the next few minutes, pass it around your table, braid it, twist it, throw beads on it, put bands on it, and we're going to collect those, and we're going to make this tapestry hopefully by the end of the night, so you all be able to see your hard work come together, okay? So for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you all some time to work that tapestry out. And just like Vanna White, I'm going to show you all the instructions up here. I don't get to turn letters, but as you can see, there's some weaving examples. So you can divide your strands, and you can tie a knot in the center, and you just go over and under, like a braid. I think I might do it too. And if anybody didn't hear me, feel free to ask me, because I will talk through it again, because I clearly have no problem with talking. Yep. All right, if we can go ahead and get it a little bit quieter in here so we can make sure that we're all on the same page and everybody can hear me, all right? I know I'm loud, and sometimes my parents call me the mouth of the South, but they can't hear the mouth of the South if everybody else's mouths are going, right? So let's all start chatting about this tapestry very quietly. Let's all just get nice and quiet. And while y'all are working on that tapestry, remember, this is going to be hanging up in the Harbor House, so we want it to look good. We want it to look nice and pretty. So if everybody will start getting settled and nice and quiet, we'll be on the road to the rest of the program, because we have some really great speakers and some really great entertainment coming up. All right. we're settling a little bit. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes to work on this tapestry, because then we have a very special performance coming up. Once you're done with your tapestry piece, if you wouldn't mind, table captains, take that piece and maybe raise your hand so they know that you're done. So I should start seeing some hands raised here in a second if you're done with your tapestry. There we go. I see one in the back. So once you're done, raise your hand. It's just like we're in school. Okay. All right, let's get finishing up on that. So, I know some folks are having a hard time hearing me, so we're going to do this activity, see how it works. I had a college professor that tried this. If you can hear me, touch your nose. All right. If you can hear me, say, hey-o. All right, I feel like there's some people still didn't hear me. If you can hear me, say, I hear you. All right. Ooh, let's try this one. Red Robin. Y'all are supposed to say yum. I don't even know if Red Robin exists anymore, does it? Yes, okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm not cultured enough for Red Robin. All right. Y'all got your tapestries kind of worked out? I got a good little twist going on. Okay. All right. I think we've had some time to weave, so we're going to try this again. If you can hear me, let's make sure we're getting quiet, all right? So let's let a hush fall over the audience real quick. That worked for a second. All right, we're going to go ahead and get moved on with the rest of our program. So table captains, if you are finished with your tapestry, you can still hold up your hand and quietly make sure that somebody can see you so we can take up those pieces, because we want to make that tapestry nice and pretty. So let's all get quiet, if you don't mind, because we have a very special performance coming up, and I want everybody to give their attention and respect to their performer coming up, okay? So, one last time, if you can hear me, say, hey-o. All right, and now let's all get quiet. So, we have a very special performance coming up. I would like to introduce a very long-time member and participant at Harbor House. His name is Michael. And if you know Michael, you know that he has an absolutely incredible, beautiful voice, as well as a beautiful heart and soul. So I would like to have Michael come up to the stage to perform a song for us. So if y'all don't mind, let's show our attention and kindness to Michael and give him a hand. Hello, Michael. The stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved 'cause now I see 'twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears released. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed.
That was beautiful. Yeah, go ahead and give him a standing for that. That's amazing. Phew. Better not be a dry in this house right now. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal, Michael. Thank you so much. Listen, at Miss Kentucky, you got to have a talent, and I'm a vocalist, but I am not that kind of vocalist, okay? God has truly blessed you with an amazing talent, Michael. And I mean that. So, now we are going to honor the past of Harbor House with a short video. And then we're going to have Pat Smith come up and tell us a little story. So, I'm going to introduce Pat, so let's all make sure we get our listening ears on. I feel like a teacher. So, Patrick Smith is the spouse of Maria Smith and the CEO of Harbor House, so he's important. They have been married for 38 years and have 2 sons, Nicholas and his wife Melissa, Chris, and 3 fantastic grandsons, Ethan, Logan, and Nolan. In his daytime role, Patrick is the human resources manager for the Stoll Keenan Ogden law firm. He has a true connection to Harbor House. Patrick's uncle and aunt, Jim and Dolores Robbins, were part of the original 11 founding parents of Harbor House. And over the past 25 years, he's volunteered in several ways to help support the mission of the organization and to best serve the participants. Patrick was the original chairperson for the first initial Kentucky Derby event and has since served over the past 18 years as logistics coordinator for the event. So, ladies and gentlemen, Pat Smith.
Hey there, I'm Monica Hardin, news anchor for WLKY. The station is proud to support Harbor House as their longtime media sponsor. And while I can't be there in person, I'm grateful for this opportunity to share with you why I'm so passionate about the work of Harbor House. For me, it's personal. People are often surprised to learn that my mom was blind, yet for me, she was just my mom, and our life with her inability to see was normal for us. It was normal for me. My mom's different abilities helped shape who I am. As my mom aged and evolved as an adult until she took her last breath, I learned from her how important it is for people with different abilities to have a purpose and passion for waking up. My mom never went to Harbor House, but she was a participant in an adult day program for a period of time, and that experience empowered and enriched her life and the rest of our families. It gave my dad, my younger brother, and myself, her helpers, the opportunity to exhale and to go to work. My first encounter with Harbor House was 20 years ago while I was Miss Kentucky. I was invited to speak at the Volunteer Appreciation Luncheon on campus, and that's where I met Stephen. Stephen's smile drew me in and melted my heart. It was his countenance that welcomed me into this community, and one of the reasons I keep coming back. There's so much work to be done, so many adults that need the services Harbor House provides. My question for you is, what can you do to help them further their mission? As you answer that question, I hope you choose to do just that. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We just got, oh, sorry. Continue.
Well, I started my career with Harbor House. Getting ready to graduate from Bellarmine, went in to see Harbor House, invited by one of the founding parents. They wanted to grow the services they were providing for their children who had already graduated from high school, but wanted them to be productive and involved in our community, and shared with them my plan for an intergenerational model. But intergenerational started when I would watch my grandmother take care of my children. And at that time, I thought, how can we get individuals who have time on their hands to get together with our children who had so much need? And I was a young mother at the time and trying to find childcare. And when I explained this to one of the founding parents at Harbor House, she said, can you put people with disabilities in that model? I said, I think they would fit really well. Because at the essence, the pure essence of this, it's the community given to community. It's people given to people. It's folks to be there from different generations that can benefit one another to make us a better community. You know, that's what it's all about.
Time and again, we receive phone calls from concerned teachers and family members that their students or loved ones about to graduate or age out of the system have nowhere to go and no one to help. Accompanied by family struggles, elderly caregivers oftentimes ill themselves, and communities that expose them to violence, drugs, gangs, and exploitation. Due to their disabilities, they could easily be led down dangerous paths or make bad choices with consequences they don't fully understand that could last a lifetime. With no other resources and often no family, this is the moment Harbor House becomes their advocate. These individuals could have easily fallen through the cracks, but not anymore. Harbor House has a chance to change lives, to create a place to belong, a family, a community, where they will be protected and cherished. As long as Harbor House lights the way.
A friend of mine works up here. She called me and I came up here and met with Maria, and seeing the participants and how everyone interacts with this model of intergenerational with everyone together.
It is an opportunity to look at an issue in society and at its core get to that issue by bringing together groups of people that traditionally were served in silos. They were served just over here as if you were a senior, and just here if you were disabled, and just over here if you were children. But why not bring these segments together to serve one another?
I think it's just a perfect fit for a need that is out there. You know, there's not a lot of others that are fulfilling that need in and around the community, and you know, they just make folks' lives better, which is absolutely wonderful when you see it, and you have this fear of what it would be like for those folks if they didn't have Harbor House.
Good evening. Let's start this over again. We just got a short clip to
Hey there, I'm Monica Harding.
see and hear the ever-changing that made up the history of Harbor House that reaches back almost 30 years. At the very beginning, 11 families impacted by a life-changing event created a new community. Each family carrying a unique story, but united to share, support, encourage, and believe that something good can be created for their loved ones. That first invisible thread of unconditional love started the path of commitment and dedication to serving a population that frankly had been forgotten. Over these past 30 years, Harbor House was confronted the idea of what society thinks people with disabilities can overcome and what they truly can achieve. My thread, so to speak, began in a bathtub. I was having difficulty with our home plumbing one evening, and much like the old man in the Christmas story, I cursed, I banged, and I knocked on the pipe to no avail. I was left to swallow my own pride and call my Uncle Jimmy, who was a plumber. As mentioned in my bio, he was also a founding parent of Harbor House. It was the transfer of that call to my wife, Maria, who wanted to talk with my aunt, that our lives became entwined in Harbor House forever. A small meeting room in the back of Incarnation Church, to a limited storefront on St. Andrews Church Road, to the existing complex that stands tall on the grounds of the Church of Incarnation today, represents how Harbor House each time met the challenge to better the lives of adults with disabilities. Perhaps over these past 27 years, I was not a volunteer who just helped, but maybe voluntoed. As I embraced and experienced the deep love and the work, we weren't supposed to do this. The deep love that my wife has expressed and given over these years. Even our sons got involved. We've did mail junkies, we pulled weeds, we painted, we've lifted, thrown ducks every which way we could. Each time we're blessed with the spirit and mission behind Harbor House. History creates itself, but what results it leaves over time. When you meet the participants and staff, you clearly see what was created in the past will always carry forward successfully to meeting the needs of many generations to come. We share a thread together. We connect at those moments, perhaps, when we've allowed our own personal challenges, maybe a sense of failure, that we're not good enough, non-acceptance of what life has thrown at us. Well, my wife, Maria, has lovingly coined some of these moments in my life as poor, pitiful Pat, or PPP for short. It's during these moments when I try to page through those books of inspirational quotes, or I try to call someone and the phone was busy, or I try to pull myself up by my bootstraps, even though I never wear boots. But tonight, you're being given a secret that has blessed my life. I enter the hallways of Harbor House, and I'm greeted by a past. I remember Troy, who was a big, burly young man who joyfully dressed every Easter holiday, it didn't matter what, as a snowman. The participants at the Christmas parties and the appreciation dinners, swaying left and right, out of sync, out of tune, but brought tears to my eyes with the inspiration of the joy they shared. And my cousin, remembering my Aunt Margaret and my Uncle Joe, her Uncle Joe, my parents, for things that I had long forgotten. This joyful history repeats itself over and over and over again at Harbor House. You are invited guests to experience that same incredible joy. Though many of our founders are gone, we will never forget what they have created. It is for us to continue their work. It is for us to be dedicated to the task remaining, and it is up to us to meet the tasks that lie ahead. At this time, I'd like to ask the Farrar family to please stand and come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the founding parents and family who are the thread that keeps us always moving forward. And I'm going to ask Julie Gunther to step up and say a few words.
Good evening. I'm Julie Gunther, and some of you all know my mother, Betty Farrar. She was one of the founding parents of Harbor House, and she was a dedicated volunteer for many years. She has Alzheimer's, and she lives in a memory care facility. And she is at the stage of the disease where she can no longer remember us or this facility, this wonderful organization. But I can tell you it has been one of her greatest sources of pride throughout her life. And some of you know my dad, Rick Farrar. He's been a dedicated volunteer for many, many years. And if you haven't met him yet, you can find him every Wednesday having lunch with my sister Janet at Harbor House. Janet has attended Harbor House since the day the doors opened. She's had a few jobs, but the one she enjoyed the most was working in the mailroom. Janet has been considered nonverbal all her life. She can say some words, and she can definitely express herself. During her years at Harbor House, she would tell us on the weekends that she was tired, or that she had worked hard, or that she had been busy. Sometimes she'd voice a frustrated expression of no work. Because you see,